Okay, today we are finally installing the rock sliders slash side steps on the Ford Bronco. Just received these yesterday from Go Rido and I'm about to put them on. Now these act as a rock slider slash side step. It's not like a heavy duty rock slider, so it's not like a full functional rock slider where it bolts up to the frame. These actually bolt up to the bench rail on the bottom of the Bronco. So basically they bolt up to here along the bench rail and not the actual frame. So currently they don't make many side steps or rock sliders actually that bolt up to the frame. Now these from Go Rhino were about, I think, 500 bucks. Picked them up on sale. They were like 480, so like a little over 500 with taxes and stuff. But these are their DSS. I'll put a link down below for these particular ones. These I like because they're not like really big and bulky, but still act as a slider slash side step. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox these. I kind of opened the box a little bit, but they're still in the package. Gonna go ahead and open these up. I'm assuming these are the brackets, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the brackets first, and then we'll put the rail on. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna be that heavy because it's not that heavy with two in the box, so it should be pretty easy to handle by yourself. But yeah, if you don't know, this is a 2021 Wild Track Sasquatch package. Anyways, these steps do work for all of the four-door full-size Broncos. Don't think they make these for the two-door. I believe these are just for the four-door, but I could be wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything out of the box before the rain gets me and get started. Alright guys, I got the instructions and the brackets out of the box here, and one thing I noticed right off the bat is there's three brackets, K, L, and M, and if you look closely at K and M, they look identical, but if you take a closer look at the hole placements on the brackets themselves, they are in different locations. So on one of the brackets, the hole is higher and the one is lower. The one with the lower hole is going to be the front bracket, and the one with the hole towards the back on the top is going to be the back bracket towards the back tire. First thing I want to tell you guys is go ahead and get all your hardware laid out. Get everything started so that way you have it nice and ready for you. I do want to mention, it doesn't tell you in the instructions, but you do want to put a washer on all these black bolts here. They all require a washer, or the bolt will actually go through the pinch rail. So make sure you put a washer on all the black bolts. You'll have extra washers. You'll put a washer and a lock washer and a nut on all of these bolts as well. So each black bolt gets two black washers, a lock washer, and a nut. And then the bolts, the Allen head bolts that mount the rails to the brackets, get a lock washer and a washer as well. All the tools you need, hand tools, nothing crazy. You need a 17mm socket. You need a 11mm socket, 11mm wrench to tighten the little black bolts. The 17mm socket is to tighten the back bolt on the brackets themselves that mount up to the body. And then I do recommend, if you guys don't have one, definitely recommend buying one of these. It's a 5/16 deep, long Allen head socket. It's going to save you a lot of time and headaches when you go to tighten up these Allen bolts to the bracket, or to the actual rail itself to the bracket. I'm telling you guys, definitely pick one up. I will link this tool out for sure down below. Everything else is hand tools. You don't have to use electric tools if you don't want to. Okay, once we get all of the brackets in place and they are all just finger tight, we can go ahead and secure them down. Just make sure they're nice and level, and then we'll go ahead and tighten them down, and then we'll get ready to install and put together the sidebar or side step and rail. Alright, now that we got our side step out of the packaging, this is where the fun begins. So this is where you're probably going to need a couple hands to help you out. So this bracket basically slides into the back here like so, and there's nothing really to hold it up, which is the only bad thing about this. When you go to install this, you definitely need a couple hands, because you need someone to help you hold the side step up while you hold this up along the bracket that we just installed on the car, all while you try to install these Allen head bolts here in a tight area. Okay, so the problem is you can't usually do it by yourself in the back, because what's going to happen is while you go and try to install this like so with one hand, What you're gonna find is that you're gonna be knocking it down because this other side is really heavy, so it's gonna fall back. So you almost kind of need two hands holding this side and this side of this bracket up flush while you go ahead and screw this in and not cross-thread it. So you want to do this, you want to put the bolt in correct. You don't want to cross-thread it. So you want to make sure that this bracket is flush up against the bracket holes. So when you go to bolt this in, it goes in correctly and not cross-threaded. So like I said, you're probably going to need at least 2 other people to help you out. It makes the job easier. I'm going to be using 2 5-gallon buckets. Alright, got the side steps on a 5-gallon bucket on this side and one on that side. It's close enough to where I can lay it on the bottom and raise one side up to get one bolt in. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think I can get it. And then we'll do the other side on that side. And once I get one side over here, and then we'll work to the middle. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so like I said, it's possible. You can do it by yourself, but it's gonna take a little bit of, as you can see, using all your body parts to get this to kind of get on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the bolts in and get it tight and show you what I'm talking about, why you need this socket here. So as you can see, there's not much room here for a socket at all. There's barely enough room. So if you're using like Allen key, you're basically talking about one turn. Where this, you kind of use it as leverage, so you can kind of use it as you're trying to screw it in. You can use this as leverage to kind of help you guide the bolt into the hole. So that's why I definitely recommend this socket here, because these brackets here are in the way for sure. And it's starting to rain. All right, so let me get this done real quick. These side steps came out amazing. I love the way they look and I love the way they feel. My kids and my wife also enjoy them, and they're super glad that I finally put some side steps on this thing, because it's actually pretty high with the Sasquatch package if you don't have any side steps. So I definitely recommend some side steps. If you don't have any, I definitely recommend these. These are really great, and they're really sturdy. You don't have to worry about these sticking out too far. They actually are just enough for you to put your foot on there and step in, and like I said, they are not going anywhere. These are really great side steps. I'm glad I went with these. They do make a 6-inch one, which is a different model, but these are a 4-inch version, and these are perfect, I think, with the Ford Bronco. I think the 6-inch would probably stick out too much and would look kind of weird, but yeah, like I said, I'll link these down below if you guys are interested in picking up a set for your 4-door Bronco. These are amazing, and it hasn't become official yet until we actually take off the plastic here. Now it's official. These are staying on for sure. They're not going anywhere. Also guys, don't forget that I'm also going to be doing a lot more upgrades to this Bronco to come: lights, winch, bumpers, and also doing a lift as well at one point. So you don't want to forget, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.